Hi, welcome to KY Connect. Today we hear from Aya. Aya is one of my favorite persons in Japan and she has a question for me.
In Japan, we have a very strong culture, as you know, but we need to improve to be more diverse and inclusive. And how can we keep our uniqueness while being diverse in thinking and having inclusive culture so that innovation can happen?
Thanks for a wonderful question, Aya. I think it's very important for us to remain ourselves but yet be authentic in embracing the cultures of others. When I think of a job that requires this duality, I'm thinking of acting. So let's meet Stéphane. Stéphane is a consultant but also a very successful actor in Paris. In his stand-up comedy, he had to embrace 14 different characters on stage. Let's learn how to do this with Stéphane. Hi Stéphane, welcome to KY Connect.
Hi,
Okay.
very happy to meet you.
Thank you. So you have heard the question from Aya in Japan about how to, stay, be myself, but also to kind of embrace a new culture or different, environment, right? So I guess my first question to you, Stéphane, in order to help Aya, would be, how do you develop all these personas and characters that you want to play, but yet remain yourself as Stéphane?
I try to visualize very precisely what do they wear, what was their background, their childhood, where do they live, how much do they earn, trying to being as precise as possible, open, curious about what makes them unique, and integrating really deeply who they are as a person.
Now that you have researched these 14 characters, you know what embodies them and some of the signature behaviors, how do you decide who comes on?
They come in a very specific order, so there are some music, there are some lights that correspond to their moments, to their atmosphere. But Stéphane stays on the side in a corner of my head or even a bit backstage, I would say, but he's still present. I still look in a way at what I'm doing. Stéphane is still the leader of that. But of course, I've got the impression to really integrate the world of this other character. And it allows me to be even more eccentric in a way. I can go very far because I've got the impression that it's not really Stéphane who is doing it, it is this character. Synchronizing oneself into the beliefs, into the emotions, into the world.
Oh, I like that. So to synchronize so that although you are playing a different character, it still feels authentic.
The fact that you really embrace who they are and synchronizing deeply with them make that what you're doing is authentic, because when I play those characters, I really feel what they would feel, because I've got such a clear picture of who they are that I feel authentic doing it. That's the idea.
All right, that's great. Thank you so much for your contribution, Stéphane. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The conversation with Stéphane reminds me of the different levels of being inclusive. At the bottom is denial, where I deny that there are people that are different from me. Above that is polarize. What does it mean? It means that I can see that there are differences in other people, but I prefer my own behavior. Above that is minimize. I can see the differences in other people, but I think we have more in common than we have differences. Above that is acceptance. I accept that people are different from me, but I do not make any changes to myself. The most inclusive behavior is adaptable, which is what we have learned from Stéphane. How to be adaptable? Firstly, learn about the differences of the other culture and adapt your behavior to embrace those behaviors. So, my tip for all of you today is this. Pick a culture that you want to learn about, really understand the behaviors and history of that culture, and start adapting your behavior to better embrace it. Best of luck in your journey to be more inclusive, and I see you again on KY Connect.